Well, what does South Africa have to do to stay in the World Cup of 2019 and Bangladesh? They've got another big scalp in their sights. Well, firstly, let's take a look at yesterday's game. Afghanistan taking on Sri Lanka. Now, Sri Lanka looked as though they were taking the game away from Afghanistan with the bat. They were 1 for 144 when Nabi was bowling his 22nd over and he got 3 quick wickets. At the end of that over, they were 4 for 146. They couldn't recover. They made 201 off 38.3 overs. It was a diabolical performance from Sri Lanka. But then they came back with a ball, and it was Tisara Pereira with a classic catch down a deep fine leg of Zazi, who was 30 at the time and looking good. It was a catch low to his left. It was a hard one, diving in front of him. He took it, and my friends, that was the turning point of that match. Well done to Sri Lanka, they've got their first win on the board. Now let's look at today's games. We've got India taking on South Africa. Now South Africa, I'm sorry, but the flowers are falling off that Protea down there. It feels like autumn there, and I don't think they're going to recover. Stain's gone home, Giddy's got an injury, and is Hemlar going to come back from that knock on the head from the first game? He missed the second game. They are the big questions for South Africa in their lineup. But the matchups that I'm looking forward to today, if South Africa are going to challenge India, Rabada up against the big three of Darwin, Rohit Sharma and Kohli. He's got to get 2 early wickets in those first 10 overs. And then we come to the next matchup, and that's Tahir, the leg spinner. In those middle overs, he's got to bowl to Rahul, Pandya, Jadeja and the great Dhoni. And if he can bowl 10 overs to those 4 particular players, South Africa have got a chance of exposing that middle order and then exposing the long tail they've got. If they can keep India under 250, 280, they've got a chance. But if they've got to chase anything more than 300, well, it's done and dusted. South Africa won't have a chance. And by the way, India are going to win this game easily. It's going to be their first game and they got to get a win on the board. Now, New Zealand taking on Bangladesh. That's the second game. Bangladesh were absolutely sensational the other day. They were brilliant against South Africa and they had a great game plan. But yes, South Africa had the pace bowlers. Bangladesh were able to play off the back and front foot. But today it's a different story. New Zealand have got good swing bowlers in Bolt and Southee if he plays. Henry, he can move the ball a little bit, but not as good as Southee. So if Southee's fully fit, he will play. What Bangladesh has got to do is get through those first 10 overs unscathed. If they can do that, they put pressure on New Zealand and they've got a chance of putting on a big total. Now, the other big matchup in this game is Guptill and Taylor. They're 2 best players against spin. How are they going to play against Mahidi and Shakib? These 2 spinners really control the game with their dial, their change of pace. If Guptill and Taylor can get on these 2 spinners, Bangladesh are going to have a lot of trouble. For me, I think New Zealand are going to win this particular fixture. So today, it's New Zealand and India to win for me. Let's have a good day of cricket. And if you like what I've got, well, subscribe downstairs and ring that bell there and that will give you a notification when the next video is coming. Have a good day.